people? I'm Sam Dosh, and I'm joined by Max and Big Al Fermani, and today we're talking about skiing and ski club. Max, why do you think people should join ski club?
It's a chance to bring all your friends together, go hang out on the slopes for a night, maybe even a weekend, and it's just a blast.
Oh, yeah. So what are the prices we're looking at for ski club? Because a lot of people have been complaining.
That's out of our control. We did our best. We got ourselves a group discount for the ski club, but for someone that has absolutely no experience, no equipment, nothing, it's going to cost them a little over $150. You're looking at $69 for just one pass. That's if you buy the Epic Pass. The rental is going to be around $51, and then the busing is $25 for each kid. So, I mean, it's expensive. There's nothing we can do about it, but it's fun, so it's worth it.
Yep. Alec, do you think skiing's worth that price for one night?
For sure, yeah. It's a good time, and, it's expensive, but it is, fun to go out with your friends and have a fun time. If it's something that you're going to do, a lot every winter, you buy equipment, you buy an Epic Pass, it becomes incredibly cheap. I have my own equipment, so really all I'm paying for is the Epic Pass. I paid $60 for a pass to go there, and I have a great time every time, and it's cheap for me now because in the long run I bought all my equipment.
All right. What kind of equipment do you recommend people buying for like their first time going out or just in general?
Well, for the first time, I would definitely recommend renting skis, but if you enjoy the first time and want to go again, it's a good idea to rent for the whole season because it is so much cheaper if you don't have to go and buy the day of, because buying the day of is like you could go 2 times and it's more than renting for the season. So you definitely want to rent for the season. As far as buying stuff, you got to make sure you're going more than 4 times a year if you're going to buy your own stuff. But if you do, it's a lot cheaper once you do that.
Oh yeah, with buying I see a lot of people would just going out buying skis. I didn't know my first actual pair of skis till I was probably 13, 14 years old. I just rented all the way up because if I was still growing, there was no point in me buying skis I'd outgrow in a year.
Yeah, we had used snowboards actually for a while, and eventually we got a nice one for Christmas, and I've been using that one ever since.
Do people think skiing's super hard or snowboarding super hard? Could you guys break that down a little bit? And
I would say that skiing, just seeing other people and some of my friends that start off, skiing's very easy to. Not very easy, it's still difficult, but it's way easier to learn, but very hard to get good at. Snowboarding, on the other hand, is hard to learn. The balance issues, it's really tough. But once you get good at it, or once you pick up the basics of it, it's very easy to advance in what you're doing, whereas in skiing, you're going to get pretty decent, and then you're at a standstill, and you can't do much more after that.
Where do you guys think your favorite place you've ever gone skiing is?
You know what? We haven't really gone to a lot of places. I know a lot of people go out west. I know you do, Sam, but we've been to Seven Springs, like all the 3 ones that are in Pennsylvania, Hidden Valley, Seven Springs, and then I know I've been to New York, which was the Wisp, I think, and that one was really cool. But Seven Springs is probably the place where we hang out the most with our friends. So
yeah, I'll go once or twice a year out to states like Colorado and Utah to ski, but I mostly find myself at Seven Springs. And I think people should start skiing. Like, my dad's parents never really skied a whole lot, and my dad just picked it up, and now that's like what our family vacations revolve around. It changes like how we live. We have a place up at Seven Springs. We spend all our weekends up there. Skiing just brings people together too. Like, my dad has friends that I wouldn't know if he never skied, and now they come on our vacations, and it just builds relationships.
What's it like up at the house up where you're at? Like, what do you have to do around there?
Seven Springs has a lot of other stuff too. If skiing, snowboarding is not your type of thing, they have snow tubing, they have a bowling alley, I think they have mini golf, basketball courts in the summer, mountain bike ranges. They have disc golf.
I think so, yeah.
They might, yeah, I think so.
They also have disc golf. Like, there's things to do up there for everyone, really.
So, Max, what kind of stuff do you need to go snowboarding and skiing? Equipment, clothes, what do you wear?
I would definitely look into a waterproof coat. Number one, you get wet even whatsoever, you're going to be freezing no matter what you do. Same with gloves. You can't just wear a thin pair of gloves. That's going to be really tough. And then I would recommend a helmet, and then a pair of goggles. That's definitely something you want to look into. And then obviously your snowboard or skis and your boots. That's always a necessity.
Wool socks, very important. I think your socks and your fingers are some of your most important parts while skiing, because that's what will get the coldest the quickest, and maybe you want to bring you off the mountain.
Yeah, that's what always gets me off the mountain. For the goggles, I would definitely recommend getting nighttime lenses, especially where we're at. I know out west it gets real sunny, but where we're at, you can't really see.
Yeah, you're not going to need any super polarized goggles. Nighttime goggles are probably your best purchase anyways. Or if you're a new person though, I would buy a helmet and goggles. I wouldn't rent a helmet and goggles, because you can wear your helmet and goggles for other things. If you're doing some intense sledding, you might want a helmet even.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And not wearing a helmet is one of the dumbest things you can do. Let's be for real. Yep. Especially if you're a new skier or even super advanced. If you're super advanced, you're going in trees and stuff. One whack off a tree and you're a vegetable.
Yeah, that's definitely something you got to look out for. Oh my God! Tell me why skiing is better than snowboarding, though.
Oh,
because I snowboard. I want to hear.
Okay, I think skiing is better than snowboarding because it's more convenient. It's more convenient. I feel like you can do a lot more things on skis that you can on a snowboard. Example: cover flat ground. I find myself dragging my friends sometimes.
Yeah, you're always dragging us around.
Which I don't mind. They can get there on their own, but it's easier on skis to cover flat ground. Sometimes you're dragging your friends who are on skis, though. It just depends on the person, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely find, it's very opinionated, but I find snowboarding a lot more fun. But I will say another downside is sitting on the ski lift, because you extend across the whole thing, and I know skiers hate us. So
it's not that bad. Hell, there's a lot of hate on the mountain now. Used to be all sunshine rainbows. Now you got your park rats, and then your old people that tend to get into scuffles every once in a while, which, you can just do your own thing, dude.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the ski skates that I have? What do you think of this?
The ski
pretty
skates,
sweet, huh?
Yeah, the ski skates are pretty sweet. The only thing is, I feel you look very stupid on them because you're just running pretty much while everyone's legs are planted, not really moving.
No, it's like ice skating.
Yeah, it just don't look right.
Yeah? Well, it's a blast.
But they're cool. They're cool.
It's only good when there's ice, though.
Yeah.
So, not that there's a whole lot of powder in Pennsylvania, but...
One of the most underrated parts about skiing, though, I'd say, is night skiing. That's my favorite time to go out, at least.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No one's out there. It's all open.
Oh, yeah.
Looks cool at night.
Yep.
Usually, we have a blast up at your house when the slopes close.
Oh, yeah. We sled. We tend to sled a lot, which it's fun and all. Dang, we got so much time to kill and so little to talk about. Talk about the music.
Let's touch on the ski club a little more.
All right, yeah.
Okay? So the Epic passes are going to be going up soon, so I would say if you're listening to this and you are in the ski club, you need to buy it.
Buy your Epic passes now, people.
Yeah, it's very important.
A lot cheaper.
We're going to start handing out permission slips here soon. Our picked out selected dates are January 17th, January 31st, and February 14th. So those are 3 days. So if you're only planning on doing skiing with the ski club, then I would buy a 3-day pass.
I will be doing ski lessons for $50 an hour if anyone is interested.
Yeah,
though.
for real. I would be willing to teach people some snowboarding.
Snowboarding
for
lessons
cash as well. You never know.
Around $50 an hour is probably gonna be the average wage if you guys are interested. So you don't gotta pay an instructor, and you can pay me instead. That'd be
definitely benefit us all. So we'll teach you how to figure out how to snowboard and ski, but this business got to be run somehow.
Yeah.
Max, are you guys requiring people the new people to go through lessons? Then?
They could just lie. That ain't that hard.
We aren't requiring them. I think that's going to be up to Mr. Caves, but I would say that's unfair to them, to be honest with you, because everyone else is already paying upwards of $150, and then you're forcing them to pay even more. It's a burden on people's parents because I'm sure they're going to be paying. Even if their kid's paying a little bit, that's still a burden on them as well. So I don't think that's fair to them, even though that would be the most logical thing, I would say.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have, folks. Thank you.